Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best monitor for photo editing.
Starting at number 5.
ASUS 23.8-inch 1080p. If you want the best monitor for working from home but need something cheaper than the Dell S2722QS, then the ASUS VG246H is a good option. It has a smaller 24-inch screen and a lower 1080p resolution than the Dell, but it's still a good size if you have limited desk space and find a 27-inch screen too big. The text clarity is still decent, and it has great color accuracy in the sRGB picture mode, which is great if your work requires accurate colors, but you'll still need to get it calibrated for the most accurate colors possible. Like the Dell, it has an extremely ergonomic stand as you can swivel it 90 degrees in either direction. Its wide viewing angles help make it a great choice for sharing your screen with someone next to you, as the image looks consistent from the sides. It's bare bones in terms of connectivity and extra features, which is normal for a cheap display, but at least this ergonomic stand is a nice addition to a low-cost monitor.
Coming at number 4.
Dell S2722QS 27. If you're looking for the best monitor for work and you're on a budget, there are plenty of great options you can choose from. The Dell S2722QS is one of those options that offer great value, as it performs similarly to the higher-end Dell S2722QC, but it has fewer features. This is because it doesn't have a USB hub, so you can't connect extra devices like your mouse and keyboard, but that's the trade-off you need to make for getting something cheaper. Regardless, it still delivers good picture quality with its 27-inch screen. It has great peak brightness and very good reflection handling, so visibility isn't an issue in well-lit rooms. It also has wide viewing angles that keep the image consistent from the sides, ideal for sharing your screen with others. Its 4K resolution even delivers fantastic text clarity, but if you don't need such a high resolution, you can also consider the ASUS ProArt Display PA278CV. It has extra features like a USB hub, but its 1440p resolution has worse text clarity than the Dell.
At number 3.
Dell S2722QC 27. If you don't like the ultra-wide format of the LG 40WP95CW and don't need the absolute best monitor for working from home like the Dell U2723 QE, then the cheaper Dell S2722QC is a good choice, as it often goes on sale. The main difference with the U2723 QE is that it has a smaller USB hub, as it has 2 USB-A ports and a USB-C input with DisplayPort Alt mode that supports 65W of power delivery, slightly less than the 90W on the U2723 QE. While this is still good enough to charge most entry-level laptops, it isn't enough for power-hungry laptops. Besides that, this monitor's high 4K resolution helps result in high pixel density and sharp text clarity. It also has excellent ergonomics with swivel, height, and tilt adjustments, and you can rotate it into portrait mode if you want to use it vertically. You won't have any issues with it in a well-lit room, as it gets bright enough to fight glare. It also has good reflection handling, even better than the U2723 QE, so it's the better choice if you work in a bright environment.
Number 2 of my list.
LG 40WP95CW 40-inch. If you find that the 27-inch screen size on the Dell U2723 QE is too small for multitasking, then an ultra-wide monitor is a good alternative for your needs. The LG 40WP95CW has a 40-inch screen and a high 5120 by 2160 resolution, which has a slightly lower pixel density than the Dell, but the text clarity is still remarkable. It's worse to use in bright rooms than the Dell because it only has decent peak brightness and isn't bright enough to fight intense glare. This means the Dell is still better if you work in a well-lit office and don't need the biggest screen. If you want a big screen, it's easy to connect your laptop to the LG as it has 2 USB-C ports that support Thunderbolt 4, which deliver 96W of power, enough to charge most laptops. If you find this model too expensive but still want an ultra-wide display, there are some 34-inch options you can get for much cheaper. The Gigabyte M34WQ is a great ultra-wide office monitor that costs less, but its USB-C port is limited to only 15 W of power delivery, which isn't enough to charge your laptop while you're using it.
And number 1.
Dell UltraSharp U2723 QE. The best monitor for home office use that we've tested is the Dell U2723 QE. It's an impressive office monitor with many features, so it's a great choice regardless of your work. What makes this great for work is that it has a ton of included inputs, with 5 USB-A ports and 3 USB-C ports. One of the USB-C ports supports DisplayPort Alt mode with 90 W of power delivery, allowing you to display an image from your laptop and charge it using a single cable. It also has a CAV-M switch that makes it easy to control 2 devices with the same keyboard and mouse, which is great for multitasking. You won't have many issues using it in most offices because it gets bright enough to fight glare, but it has disappointing reflection handling. It also has wide viewing angles that keep the image consistent from the sides, which is great if you need to share your screen with a coworker or client, and its stand makes it easy to adjust. If you want a bigger screen to share with someone else, then the 32-inch Dell U2723 QE is a good alternative, but it costs more for minimal difference in performance.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.